Hey guys, good morning. It's Daryl here. I have yet some more to talk about the incident. As I've been driving, I've been switching from channel to channel radio stations, and overwhelmingly, a lot of these morning jocks are comedians too. And overwhelmingly, they seem to be criticizing Will Smith. They have a problem with him. They're shocked. And there's still this conversation, unbelievably to me, there's still this conversation going on that if it was it faked, which I just think is the ultimate in stupidity, really. But I want to talk a little bit about, I don't know. I don't know if I'll think differently down the road, but I don't see Will Smith having done anything wrong. I could identify with what Will Smith did. Think about this. Alopecia. It's the woman's hair falling out. Now, like I said, I've had many girlfriends, and their hair is their identity. It's their femininity. To start losing their hair would be like for a man to I don't know what to compare it to losing his testicles. Yeah, that's probably the closest thing I would say his muscles, but not all guys have biceps or pecs or whatever. I would compare it to having to have his testicles, losing his testicles, say in an accident or something. It is a woman's femininity. It's a lot of their identity in their hair. And I've seen this with the girls I've dated, and like I said, I've had family members and a girl or two that I dated that didn't quite have alopecia, but had situations where they were losing their hair, and it's heartbreaking to watch women go through this. They seem to get, from what I've seen, when I've seen it in my life, they try to cover it up. And the more that they work with their hair, it's almost like it's causing more hair loss as they continually try to work it and put different chemicals and all this stuff that the country sells to women to make them look beautiful. Now, I think about this, I'm sure, I don't know, of course, I don't know Will Smith personally, but I could easily picture over the last couple of months, he and his wife in the house, and I'm sure she's gone through episodes where she was probably crying and very upset and worried about this, what was going on. He saw his wife suffering. I'm assuming this, but I don't think I highly doubt that I'm far off. And I can imagine that he would feel helpless. There's nothing he could do as he sees his wife suffering and worried about her beauty. If she's still attractive to him, what the world sees, are people going to make fun of her? Is she going to have a job? Losing her hair. These are all the things that Will Smith has probably gone through with his wife over the last couple months. And like I said, I don't know if maybe the pandemic and us not being out and sociable like we were for 3 years. We weren't used to being out in large, stressful crowds. I think that might have had something to do with it too. I'm not making an excuse for him, but it's been a long time since we've been in those situations again. We've been in small homes and doing things over the phone, and it's just not the same. And it might take adjusting to get back into the way we used to live. I honestly think that's a big part of it. I started to think about Will's son. I can only imagine that he's proud. I'm guessing here. I don't know. I'd like to really hear what Will's son has to say about this. I can't remember his name offhand right now. I saw a great movie, a science fiction movie, not too long ago with starring him and his son, Will Smith and his son. I think he did right. I think he did right in defending his wife and his son's mother. He stood up for his woman. It wasn't just a joke to her, to their family. To them, it's something that I'm sure she's been suffering and scared. And like I said, her job, her whole world, is she still attractive? I really think it's a lot of a woman's identity or their femininity. So it wasn't just a joke to Will Smith. I don't think it's to Jada Pinkett. Is it okay to go up and smack somebody because you don't like their joke? No, of course not. But I understand, and I'm not gonna put down Will one bit for doing what he did. And there's talk about him. Did he apologize to Chris Rock or not? No, he didn't. I think Chris Rock owes Will Smith an apology for the joke. Like I said, this. Think about it. Think about alopecia. Think about what Jada Pinkett Smith and her husband have been going through with the hair loss, what it really means to a woman, and what's been going on in their home. And then Chris Rock saying this, like I said, and this is the first time people have been out after the pandemic and everything, and it's a spur. I could easily identify with Will Smith, the adrenaline rush. And before you know it, you're going up there. It's happened to me more times than I can count. Unfortunately, I've got much better control over my anger now, but I think Chris Rock owes Will Smith an apology first. And then, I think I don't have a problem with what he did. I don't know. Maybe down the line I will. Maybe over time I'll rethink it. But right now, I think Will Smith did. He stood up for his woman. God bless him. All right, let me know what you think. You guys have a good Monday.